Hey everyone, this is Celeste. Welcome to my very first video, my face routine video. I am going to go ahead and start off with some MAC Fix Plus, and this is just to prep my skin for the foundation that I am about to apply. I love this thing. If you don't own one, please own one. It's going to change your life. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump into LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation in the shade Medium Beige. This is my all-time favorite at the moment. And I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. So soak it under water, squeeze the water out. You'll get a beautiful application. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much fast motion this. But all I'm really doing is dabbing the foundation onto the skin. I personally take a lot of time on my foundation. That's probably the one thing that I take tons of time on. I promise you it was probably like a good 10 minutes before I shorten this down. So what I'm doing is dabbing it on there. I am going to take this down to my neck because I went out for vacation and I got tan, and so that shade was perfect for me about a few days ago, and now I just lost my tan, so I took it down to my neck. But now I'm just going in with the Beauty Blender. So after this, I'm going to actually go ahead and reach into my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium, and I am going to apply this in all areas that I need to highlight. And if you notice, I do not put this concealer all the way to my waterline. The trick to that is you don't put it there, so that way when you blend it out, the light is actually blended up on the eyes, and that is what's going to brighten the under eyes. So I'm also applying this on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. And I'm going to go ahead and fast motion this again with the same beauty blender that I use for my foundation is what I'm going to use to blend out my concealer. So as I said, I blend up with that concealer and out. I do have to work on, and this is me admitting this, not taking my concealer all the way out there where I am, because when I do that, I am whitening my face. I do contour that area, which helps a little bit, but let's be real, I can fix that. And then now that I am doing that, I'm also taking a damp beauty blender with that as well. If your sponge ever gets dry, spray it with some Fix Plus or simply run it underneath water really quick and it'll just help out. Now I'm going to go ahead and bake underneath the eyes with my Cover FX powder in the shade Light. I believe it's the Perfecting Powder. And I'm going to take actually my pink beauty blender and blend out all the creases underneath my eyes because I do get creasy. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a separate beauty blender, dip into my powder, and go ahead and just press that in. I do probably go extra heavy with that powder. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like how it feels. Some people says it tightens their skin. It works for me, but I have a melting method that I do, so it helps. But once that is done, it's time to do my brows. I'm going to let that baking sit for a minute. So while that's happening, I'm going to go and take the Shade in Light eye palette with the shadow Shanks, which is the darkest shade on there, pretty much a pitch black. And the only reason that I am using that is because I cannot afford to buy a whole new pomade and a whole new powder in the shade Granite. But I am using a number 12 brush that was given to me by an Anastasia rep, who is the sweetest person on life, what I mean to say. But I did notice that after I was watching this video, I saw that I did my right, which is your left when watching this, eyebrow darker than my left eyebrow, which is your right. That happens. Eyebrows are not twins ever. They are definitely sisters. And I think it just happens and it's okay. You will get over it and it'll be fine. But that Shanks color has been working for me for a while. I've been doing it for about 2 weeks and I'm loving it. So I actually like the dark brows, the darker color. Some people say that my hair color is not black, which it is not. But I love my brows to kind of match my root color, and I'm really close to blacks on my root color. But I do plan on dyeing my hair so that way I can technically match that. So yep, I'm just filling in my left eyebrow. I like to kind of just scrunch my brows a little bit so I can, you know, see where my arch is and do it correctly. Sorry. So once I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the baking, and I'm going to spray that beauty blender I used to bake with some MAC Fix Plus. And this is my method of soaking in that bake, and this is how I take away the translucent cast white effect from it. But when I press that in, I seem to find my eyes crease less thin when I swipe it off. Now I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's so beautiful. The warm tones on there are amazing. I'm taking a flat brush and I'm going to take a taupey brown shade and a maroon shade of that and go just underneath my waterline with that. I do not press shadows on top of my waterline. I think my eyes are a little bit too sensitive for that. So I do sometimes put eyeliner in there on my waterline, and when I do, it has to be an eyeliner that is literally smudge proof and waterproof. If I had to recommend one, Marc Jacobs would probably be the best bet. So I'm sitting here doing this and my laptop is literally burning my legs. It has never worked so much before. It is getting so hot and I've never ever dealt with that. I'm going to actually take a Morphe brush and take those shades and kind of blend it out, because once you put that harsh line, you don't want that harsh line to be there. You kind of want to smoke it out on the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead and fast motion this and do my left side and go from there. Once that is done, I am actually going to jump into a Dior mascara. I am not sure of the name of it. I don't have it with me, but I will link everything below, then all the products that I used. And I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes, well, my bottom lashes, with some mascara. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and actually jump into an inner corner highlight on my eyes. I'm taking the NYX Glitter Primer and a Makeup Geek Sparkler on the inner corner of my eyes. This was given to me by a friend, and it has honestly been a favorite, and it's so sad that that shade is actually discontinued. I don't remember the shade, but like I said, I will put it all underneath. I'm so sorry that I don't have that prepared. So annoying of myself to do that. But I'm super excited to finally post this video. It's taken me so long to actually pretty much man up and talk here and record and sit there and do all of this. So once that is done, I'm going to just take a look at myself really quick and probably add more and more until I am satisfied with pretty much an inner corner highlight that is going to blind you. And then I am going to actually continue to do that. Sorry if my voice is kind of sounding a little bit off. I had to stand up to do something really quick. Actually, I'm letting Jose in. He's here at my house. So if you can hear the door, that is why, because he is coming in. Now I'm going in with my Benefit Cheek Parade palette and the shade Hoola bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer that I can use to contour my skin. And so I'm going to take that on my cheekbones. I like to do it there. I really do pack on that bronzer. Some people do not like that, but I love bronzer, and I'm just going to keep adding it onto the cheekbone, and I'm doing some tapping motions just to blend it nicely, and I'm taking it a little bit higher. I like a bronzed cheek, so that's why I like to take it a little higher. And of course, I'm going to go underneath my chin just to give me more of a contoured effect there. And then I'm going to probably go ahead and take that on my temples and blend that out. I just like to have an even layer of bronzer all around the skin. So once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and probably finish the other side of my face. It's going to go in fast motion just because you've already seen me do one whole side. I am looking for a better bronzer. Not that I don't like that. I just want a little bit of a darker, maybe more intense. I'll just use that one to bronze the skin. And then I want a darker contour. So once that is finished, I'm going to go ahead and blush the cheeks with the Jaclyn Hill times Becca collab. Sorry I had it backwards, you couldn't even tell. But I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Amaretto in the middle and blush up the cheeks, and that's just going to go pretty much everywhere where that bronzer was, a little bit higher. So I like a darker, more of a blush, so that way nothing really pink, like light pink goes good on me, so I just take that. So I'm going to go in one more time with some Fix Plus. This is just to melt down all of those 500 powders that I put on the skin. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Nicole Guerriero times Anastasia collab, and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones and everywhere else that I like to be highlighted. I'm going to take my Morphe brush and some Fix Plus and spray that at first, and then go ahead and dip into the middle shade on the bottom row, and go ahead and start to apply that on the cheekbones. I typically do layer a ton of highlight. I love a really, really good highlight. So as you can see, there I go. It's going in fast motion. You can pretty much tell where I place it. I kind of do a V on the outer, like my brow bone connected to my cheekbone at the ends of it, I guess you can say. This will also give you a brow bone highlight, but it's just to place it anywhere where the light hits. Goes on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow. And now I'm jumping into lips. So I tried on the Kim Kardashian West lip color. I really thought it was going to look super good because it was like a nude. But mind you, I am way too dark for any of the shades that they came out with. So I was trying to feel it, making it work. And then I just ended up not liking it at all. Not for me, at least. Looked at it, nope, looked like foundation on my lips. Took it off with the Neutrogena wipe, and then I jumped into Kylie Ginger. And this is one of my favorite lips. It is probably similar to most lip colors you'll see me wear. I love a brown nude color on the lips. Or not necessarily nude, but brown pinks on the lips. I haven't really found a nude lip color that I'm truly in love with. But I lined that, well, I didn't line this one, I'm sorry, but I put that on, liked it, it went well with my eyes, and I am officially done with my makeup. Thank you once again for watching. This has been a pleasure to do, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.